the belief that comes from the competitive mind or the survival mind is rooted in this assumption of separation. Welcome to Satori Mindset Podcast. My name is Yuki Yoshii, and this is your time, your moment to reflect on yourself, your life, and to integrate your journey to feel aligned, and to ultimately make the awakened version of you a default mode. So let's begin. Okay, today I want to share a practice, a really important practice that you might not have heard of that enables you to step into the divine essence, the divine self. Means that the identity version of you that you're here to live. So this practice is called creating. Yeah. Creating means that you're not competing. So competing versus creating, competing versus co-creating, competing versus collaborating. Yeah. And this is an internal awareness that we must cultivate. And this is how it works. So the practice that we're doing together is to align with that spiritual essence. And what that means is that we have thoughts and feelings that we entertain on a day-to-day basis. And depending on what we see, hear, and get exposed to, we have a reaction to life, right? We cannot not have reaction to life. So let's say if you see something and you think about it or you feel about something, right? About that thing that you saw, right? You hear something and you have a reaction, the internal response to the thing that you perceive. Yeah. And the competitive mind is going to take your mind to think judgmentally. The competitive mind will take your mind to think feeling or feel in the body, feeling jealous about it. Yeah. The competitive mind looks at in a hierarchical way where it's the extension of the survival mind. In order for me to win, I need to become better than somebody, right? Then the sort of the economy of the push and pull energy that you experience is that in order for me to rise above, I need to pull somebody down, right? Those are a competitive mind. And these are the reaction, the thought process and the feeling that we want to be very aware of. Because if you think those thoughts, it means that your belief lies in the competitive mind. And the belief that comes from the competitive mind or the survival mind is rooted in this assumption of separation, right? It's rooted in a assumption of separation. So something that we were told in the Bob Proctor community when I was a consultant is that if somebody is doing it, it means that you can do it too, right? Let's say if you have a desire and you're working on something, whatever that something is, yeah. And then you see, for instance, on social media or out there, somebody expressing the way that you want to be living your life, right? And then the moment you see that person doing what you want to do, how you choose to think, how you choose to feel, dictate the assumption that you are in. So if you think of jealous, or if you think of judgmental, if you think of something along with a negative connotation, it means that you are coming from the perception and assumption of separation. Oh, that person is doing good, I'm not doing good, right? But if we come from the idea and the energy of oneness, it means that the source energy is flowing to and through you, just like that energy flowing to and through that person. And the way in which we want to choose to perceive, this is important, right? Choosing to perceive, because the more you choose to perceive so, and the more you train your mind to lean into that thought process, you are now reevaluating and conditioning your mind, shifting from a survival separation mode to a collaboration creation mode. Yeah. If somebody's doing what you want to do, because we are all the same, means that we have the differentiation and uniqueness and unique expression that makes us very valuable, each one of us, yeah. But the mechanism of the mind and the source energy flowing to and through this mechanism of the mind is the same. So that means is that if somebody is doing, it means that you can do it, and you want to feel inspired and empowered instead of judgmental and jealousy. Yeah. So this is a simple practice, shifting your attention from a competitive mind to a collaborative, co-creative mind. And everybody has that survival mind kicking in and having those negative perception and thoughts based on the underlying assumption of separation, because that's what we are here to experience, so that we can remember to experience something that is opposite. Yeah. But we must notice and realize that that's what we're doing the moment we're doing, and begin shifting our thought to choose a creative, collaborative thought, creative, collaborative feeling, so we can program ourselves using that actual incident to be able to move ourselves into the divine self version of it. So let me know if you have any questions. This is a very good practice that I actually enjoy living, taking everywhere I go. And the more we practice that, the more that becomes our default mode. And, imagine everybody in the world practicing that, we will create this collaborative, co-creative space. And that's what we all want. So why don't we practice, each one of us, now? Thank you for listening to the podcast. A message I want you to take with you is this: you have a power to choose how you see yourself and the world at any given moment. So stay connected to that wisdom.